Madden Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Bills and the Chiefs, and it's all up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, divisional round Saturday, we've got an AFC battle on tap, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the Kansas City Chiefs. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his...
And we drop you in here under the lights. First drive of the contest. Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
Pushes him over. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now. Second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time, that's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be second down. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Tooney. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Mahomes going to throw. That one caught by Rice. A good pickup there, 22.
And this is exactly the kind of drive you're hoping for out of the gates. They're mixing the run and the pass well, keeping this defense off balance early. And they're on the march here with another first down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Mahomes to throw on second down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this division round matchup. So they take the opening kickoff and drive it all the way down the field.
And that's the last thing you want defensively. On the road, in the playoffs, and now you're down a touchdown right away.
We've got an offense on the move, a red zone alert as we take you back into it with a 1st and 10 down at about the 12-yard line. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense, and they were there to help force the incompletion.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Mahomes. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Gregory Rousseau. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company. He'll drop to throw. And it's knocked away and incomplete. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra. Coming up here, this defense looking for a 3rd down stop in the 2nd quarter. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here. Time to jump into the action, and we have a red zone alert as this defense looks to stop a 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Nick Bolton there on the tackle.
They just keep trying, but so far, finding no room for him to run.
None whatsoever. In fact, you run the numbers. He's under 3 yards a carry at the moment. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Here's Allen to throw it. And that is incomplete. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there. And now it's 4th down.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed. Unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
The kick by Bass is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the 1st half. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. Here's Hardy set to return. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now. Well, points have been hard to come by in this one, and it's the 3rd quarter. Defenses have reigned supreme. Can the defense reign supreme once more on 3rd down? Let's find out. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carrying. Handoff now for Pacheco. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco, a 16-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So they only needed a couple of feet there on 4th down, but they got more than that and then some as he took. A touchdown and an extra point would tie this game late. What can this defense do now that their opponents are in the red zone? Allen now on 1st down. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what?
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra. On the handoff, it's Pacheco. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chain. On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Mahomes. And he almost had his 2nd pick of the game. Probably should have. And he's frustrated as it falls incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone is hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And now Allen. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. This secondary as a unit, they've worked really well together in this one, especially late.
A lot of cohesiveness, a lot of communication, and some great athleticism. They're playing so well now, a nickname is sure to follow. They're going to have to name this whole unit soon.
Allen, that's complete. It's Cook, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line.
That's a nice job right there, partner, because they were able to work down the middle of the field, working in the seams, because I think defensively, they were guarding the sidelines, trying to keep them from getting out of bounds. They took what they gave them, and it was successful.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Allen. Buying time to his left. One thing that makes him so tough in these 2-minute drills, you got to take into consideration he's mobile.
And that's a big plus for him, but he also has to be careful with that mobility. Sometimes getting rid of the ball and stopping the clock is more important than running around and maybe taking a sack.
Here's Allen. That's caught by Davis. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 37.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing, Allen. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The Chiefs will use the 1st of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. To throw is Allen. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. 3rd down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
I liked his focus there because he wasn't thinking about breaking that one big. All he thought about was, I need 1. Let's go get that. Ended up picking up 2.
So all eyes now on Tyler Bass. This to almost certainly win the football game. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember. Obviously just a gigantic play here. Tied late in the 4th quarter. Getting the block to keep this game level.
Yeah, and Brandon, I know that I should be giving a lot of credit to how it was set up and how they scouted it. Well, let's just...
Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. So 4 quarters wasn't enough, and we are off to overtime. Don't change that dial. Well, what a game this has been, and now it'll take overtime to decide who goes on to the AFC title game. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. The Bills ready to take over. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
A 3 and out could really hurt here in this opening drive of overtime. Big third down coming. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is taken down. A Chiefs sack. Alton Robinson coming in to drop it for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
There's Sam Martin now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. James now to return. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. And Kansas City's offense now set ready to go. The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Now McKinnon to start the drive. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
All they need is a field goal. Any kind of score here on this second drive would be a game winner. It's 1st and 10. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's Pacheco once again. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 98 yards rushing for him now as he was just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another 1st down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll run here with Pacheco. And he's going to score. It's a touchdown. No flags. And in an overtime thriller, they are moving on to the playoff.
No rest. They get to keep playing.
The Chiefs going to play on another week as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon